Hey, everybody. Today's sponsor for the Red State Update podcast is the Steubenville, Ohio Board of Tourism.
Yeah.
If you're visiting mid-eastern Ohio, be sure to stop into the City of Murals. That's
Sure.
Steubenville. They got a lot of murals.
Murals there. All right.
The city of them. So many of them, their nickname is the City of Murals.
Wow, that's good, yeah.
Just go look at a bunch of murals.
Be a nice little getaway, yeah.
If you're in Steubenville, be sure and stop by some of their many historic sites, such as Fort Steuben. It's right downtown there. It's a reconstructed 18th century fort.
Oh, yeah, I love that sort of thing. Yeah.
It ain't the actual fort.
Reconstructed,
They
you
rebuilt it, but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
the original location.
All right, right there on the same spot, yeah.
Yeah, overlooking the Ohio River.
Right there on Ohio River, yeah. That's
Yep.
history right there. I
That's
like
a
that.
lot of history.
I like it.
They had to protect the government surveyors.
Well, yeah, back in, yeah.
So at the beautiful Fort Steuben, and then be sure and visit the visitor center, the museum shop. Both
Museum
right there.
shop, yeah, well.
Steubenville Convention and Visitors Bureau. That is not the Board of Tourism. Two different competing entities.
Oh.
You can go to the First Federal Land Office.
Yeah.
From 1801, Jackie. That's got its original logs.
Still same logs from 1801.
Steubenville is sounding better and better.
There's a lot of good things there, yeah.
Oh, and statues. If you're on vacation, that's one of the first things you're going to want to do is look at some of these good statues.
Yeah, I like the statue when you go down, yeah.
They got a statue of the Ohio Valley Steelworker
Yeah.
statue. It's a tribute to Ohio Valley Steelworkers.
All right.
Listen to this description, Jackie. The life-size figure carries a long-handled dipping ladle and is wearing the hooded fireproof suit worn in steel mills.
Yeah.
Forget Cars Land. This is where you want to take your kids.
That's like looking at a steel mill worker right there.
Oh, there's so many parks.
Except like way bigger, big statue.
Yeah, with a big ladle.
Big ladle in his hand, yeah. Dipping, yeah.
It's hard work.
It will, yeah.
They deserve a statue.
Sure. If they got all that fireproof suit on, look like an alien or something. You know, when you see somebody come out of fire with all silver on them.
Backdraft.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. Hard work.
Yeah, and don't forget all the famous people who have come from Steubenville, Jackie.
Yeah.
Like Dean Martin.
Oh, old Dino, yeah.
He called Steubenville home.
Yeah, I like him. He's good.
And Jimmy the Greek.
Yeah.
And Woodrow Wilson's daddy.
Oh, his daddy. Not Woodrow.
No.
His daddy moved, got the hell out of there. Then he had Woodrow Wilson.
Yeah.
Like somewhere else.
Somewhere else. I don't know if you can go to their house.
You know. If they did, I'd go there. Yeah, I'd like to see where Woodrow
if you
Wilson's
could go to
daddy
Woodrow
lived. Yeah.
Wilson's daddy's house or
Yeah.
Dean Martin's house, for that matter.
That'd
Where
be,
did Dean
yeah.
Martin? That interesting.
Yeah, people go to Elvis' house all the time.
Save your money, folks. If you're looking to vacation with family or friends, don't think about Disneyland or Panama City Beach. Think Steubenville, Ohio.
Yeah, that's today's sponsor. Yeah, they
Steubenville, Ohio. They gave us $25. Steubenville.
There's a lot of things. Don't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, just nickname. Here's their city motto: "Where you always have a home."
Yeah,
I'm just gonna give you some money back.
might as well.
Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hi, it's Jackie Froze.
And I'm Dunlap. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah.
Red State Update podcast show.
It's the 19th one we're done.
Really?
Keeping count, yeah. 19.
You count real good. How many? Why are you keeping track of it so?
You write it down how many, you know.
Why do you even?
It's like a man in prison, just marking the days.
I thought you didn't even care about it.
Well, you know, it just take today. I was asleep, woke up late. I fall asleep at the store sometime, and now just take a nap. And then
Jackie's got a sunroom in the back. He built him a little sunroom with some windows and a day bed.
I got some maters in there too, just in the corner.
It's for vegetables and naps.
Well, I had just laid a towel down there where. Sometimes I don't go in there to take a nap. I just check on something, and it just feel good. You listen, you know, you get up early. I get up 4 or 5 in the morning every day. Get down here open the store up, so I just wore out. And then you wake me up. Get on in here.
It's 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah,
You got to get out of here.
I'm ready to go.
So you pretty much go back there. Do you even work at your own store anymore?
Well, you may not
You
work.
wander
I work
around.
here. I don't wander around. I keep an eye on things. It's my store. I run things. I still go back there and cook. I put the barbecue in the oven. I do a bunch of stuff around here.
I don't know how many times I've been sitting there drinking a beer and somebody come in and see you just kind of wandering up and down the aisles, and they go, somebody check on that old man? Like somebody.
Oh, hell. Don't everybody come in here and know who the hell I am.
Somebody from out of town, somebody
Well.
stopped in for some crackers on a long road trip. They go, should we alert the nursing home?
Well, they need to worry about the damn crackers and not worry about me wandering in my own damn store.
If
Just
they
get your crackers, get back on the damn roads, what I say.
If they went back there and seen you feel the sunlight on yourself like a cat and then go like, well, I better lay down. This feels good. Sleeping on a floor next to a perfectly good day bed.
I just, like I said, don't go in there. If I go in there and take a nap, you go straight to daybed. I just throw a towel down, just wore out. Lay down. I ain't got to get in it ain't made for sleeping.
You're worse. That's like a damn animal.
Oh, hell.
You feel sunlight on you, you go like, well, better take a nap. Who does that?
I do. I'm up there in age. If I want to, I've earned the right to lay down and take a rest if I want one. Hell, it's my damn store. I can put anything in there I want.
Every time Miss McHouse comes in there, she sees you laying on the floor, she thinks you had a heart attack.
Oh, hell. She did that once. Now she knows I go in there.
Well, how are we going to know when you have a heart attack?
If I have a heart attack, I have a heart attack. If I'm already at the point, if I ain't holding my chest like Red Fox or something, and I'm laying on, then take me to the hospital. Otherwise.
So if we find you and you done on the ground, just go about our business?
It's evidently, if I'm already on the ground, it's over with. That's
not true. That you can do a lot of stuff after people fall down in the ground. In war, MASH, they would have been standing around with nothing to do if they didn't pick soldiers up off the ground and ship them to the 407
Well, that's different.
Well, war is different. It's a different.
There ain't no reason to worry about me laying around. If I'm in here, I come in here laying on a towel. If I go in the sunroom, if I'm in here, I'm on this damn thing.
Would you be more comfortable if I got you a towel and
you
could do it from down on the
talk
floor?
about what you want to on here and let's get it over with. I don't want to be here all damn day.
I know you got to go sleep on a floor towel.
Oh, well.
I was going to talk about Rand Paul. He was on Fox News Sunday morning Sunday show.
Yeah, he's on this morning. We had it on in the TV. Yeah.
I used to not care so much for Rand Paul. God damn it. I'm going to call him Daddy Paul and Sonny Paul.
Whatever,
I used to not care so much for Sonny Paul. I just thought he was kind of a sellout.
Yeah, you changed your tone this morning, didn't you?
Yeah, he's like, let's legalize pot. Smoke you a doobie.
Oh, that's the reason he's saying that. He knows Republicans always having trouble getting to the kids. And I don't think you should. That's how a lot of people try to get the kids resort to drugs, and I don't agree with it. So I know he ain't a real Republican.
Who tries?
Anybody trying to get a kid, car pull up. Look what I got here. Marijuana pills, whatever it is you give them.
Who did that?
People go to jail for it all the time, giving kids drugs.
I won't
this
be
sort
on
of
the
thing.
lookout for them. I'll
Oh,
take a
hell.
ride.
People try
Where
to
you
get
going?
People get you hooked on drugs. That ain't the Republican way, as far as I'm concerned. I know they say Republican need to change this, need to change that, but I don't think everybody needs to be high. I ain't think that's the way you got to change it. But he said, "Oh, I don't like to get high. Makes me tired."
He says it keeps you from doing all the stuff you need to do.
Well,
You get hit your 20s, you go, I don't know why I smoked all that pot. I'm married now. But I sure did. And then in your 30s, you're like, oh, man, when I smoked pot, them were the best years of my life. Then in your 40s, you start smoking pot again when you get divorced.
Man, that's what. Yeah,
I mean, he didn't go into all that, but that's pretty much the cycle.
it gets you hooked. You do that stuff. Sometime it's gonna be with you down all the way down the road unless you go to, what is it, AA, NA, all one of them things. Go to meetings.
I think that's just a load of horse shit.
Well,
Not the meetings. I mean, you can meet some fun cats to party with at the meetings, but I'm talking about that pot doesn't, takes away your drive, your incentive to do stuff. That's just a bunch of know-nothings trying to tell us, make up a bunch of stuff. That's like Reefer Fever, that old movie. You remember that one, Reefer Fever?
I don't watch none of that drug stuff. Seat song, Reefer Fever, whatever the hell it is. I don't think that's funny.
I don't do nothing if I ain't high.
Well, hell.
I gotta take a hit to get up and get going.
Oh, hell.
Before I get in my car, I gotta take me a little and get my bong out.
Good Lord.
I mean, if I didn't smoke pot, I'd just lay around all day.
Well, that's what you did all day. You come in the store and you sit there, and after you get your high, whatever it is you do, get in the car, come down here, sit there and drink beer, and then watch Rand Paul on the TV and go, well, look at there. Good for him.
Well, look who's talking, Mr. Towel Nap.
I take a nap when I want to. I sip on some beer. Sometimes I sip on a little bit more than I do on other days. But either way, it's my beer. It's my store.
Well, it's my pot and
Well,
my body.
that's illegal. When as soon as Rand Paul legalize it, then all you can stay high. Then he'll get all the votes. Then he'll be like, everybody gets high. You need to vote for me. Remember me?
He'll get them too.
Well,
He sure as hell.
I
get 'em all.
don't think at the cost of that it's worth a Republican winning a seat, everybody being high. I don't think that's a even trade-off. I think there's other ways you go about trying to get votes.
Hell, everybody's high anyway, Jackie.
Ow.
We might as well have President Rand Paul. You either high on your prescription drugs or your Jolt Sody Pop or your damn diabetes medicine.
I know everybody high. Everybody high. That's what you want. That's how you want it. That's how Rand Paul wants it. Whatever.
Yep. That's why I won't vote. He didn't say legalize it either. He said don't put people in jail for it.
Well, what the hell is that then? What are you gonna do when you catch somebody giving children marijuana pills and stuff?
Shit, ask him for
Oh,
shit.
That's not.
Say, hey,
I just don't think that's the way we need to. That's not a road this country needs to go down. Ain't
Well-
nothing good come from people being high. Don't know nothing good come from it.
look, relaxation.
I relax. I go in that sunroom every other day, lay down in that towel, and I don't need no marijuana pills on me.
You just need the fresh sunlight hitting your hairy neck.
Yeah, but in a good day's work, and take your little nap. I own this establishment. I think I deserve a right. I'm up there in age. When I was younger, I probably didn't lay down as much as I do now. But I think I earned a right, and I ain't ever put none of that marijuana pills on me, in me. None of them drugs. I ain't ever touched them.
But you drink beer all the time.
I have
Little
some
Jack
beer.
Daniels.
I'll take a shot of whiskey sometimes when I ain't feeling too good. That clear me up just as much as any of them drugs I'd go down to the pharmacy to get. I have a little shot of whiskey every now and then. I enjoy a cold beer as much as anybody else. But why ain't that enough for you?
I just don't
Be
see.
lucky you got that. No, that ain't enough. I want my pills. I want marijuana. I want my cocaine. I want all that stuff too. I want all of it.
He's
Is
freedom.
this selfish? No, it's not
It's
freedom.
called
It's selfish.
freedom.
It's called selfishness and just wanting act wild, get addicted, all that stuff combined together. And that's how Rand Paul wants to win an election, so be it.
You sound like Obama. Oh, you want your guns?
I did sound like
that's selfish. You want them guns. You want to not get shot by a drone in your house? Selfish.
Well, I know Obama did his fair share of marijuana pills, all that stuff.
Yeah, Rand Paul says last 2 presidents be in jail for drugs.
Well,
not if Rand Paul was president then.
I guess he's trying to help him out. He come across little old baby Obama. Rand Paul come across him, baby Obama, out on the beach surfing or whatever, smoking that stuff. He said, never you mind, young fella. You go on and do it.
But Rand Paul would be a baby, too. He'd be baby Rand Paul.
Well, I guess both of them be babies out there smoking stuff.
So one baby let the other baby smoke that pot, and the other one baby go, you know what, it's okay, Obama baby, you smoke it.
And Obama baby got to go back to Kenya.
And then Bush baby come up, hey, can I do some of this cocaine? I reckon.
Oh, hell.
Just imagine if Rand Paul had been president for the last 15 years, Jackie. What kind of crazy high I'd have right now.
Everybody be high at all this. I don't think that's worth sacrificing the Republican Party for. I know we need to get votes. I know we need to change something to win some more elections, but everybody getting high, I don't think that's it.
First of all, if Rand Paul had been president for the last 15 years, it'd be great for drugs, but it would be bad for his eye patients. There'd be a lot of people maybe couldn't see as good now.
Well, that's
because
what
he wasn't there for them to prescribe their glasses.
But also by glaucoma, that's what they prescribe.
Maybe that's what he prescribes. Smoky some of it.
That sounds like what he's doing. Also,
how you see now?
Yeah,
I see pretty good, right? Or it just don't matter. I can't see shit, but fuck.
Hey, what's the matter?
Hell. Maybe this is what the Republican Party needs, Jackie, because you can't fight the Democrats with the old Republican Party, where you know how old Republicans used to be put on a tie, stand up there and go, don't do this and don't do that.
You think as soon as a Democrat says we all need to get high, anybody's going to remember the thing Rand Paul said?
Well, then they'll just try to one-up each other. Rand Paul be like, you know what? Ecstasy never hurt nobody. And then what? Hillary Clinton be like, well, do a snort of this.
That's where we're headed.
And Rand Paul be like, are you scared of needles?
That's where this country's headed.
I got something.
If we let Rand Paul speak for our party, that's where we are headed.
Jackie, you are behind the times and hate freedom.
Well, so be it.
And a hypocrite.
I don't want to have nothing to do with these times if it's all about getting high. I don't want to have nothing to do with it.
You gotta, look, Rand Paul, he filibustered. Look at what Rand Paul has said in the last couple of weeks. He got up there and said, I don't think we should be attacked by drones. That's a basic. Most people agree with that.
Yeah.
Then he said, smoking pot ain't so bad. Most people agree with that. Immigration, he said, give them a legal status. Like, it's bad, but let's just fucking...
Hey.
Don't send them home.
I don't want to hear it.
Just basic stuff that other Republicans never said.
How well do you think he's going to get votes when he's on there and then they go back show an interview with him where he says you can't? It don't matter whether you want to have black people in the store or not.
That's the tricky part.
Well, that's out there. He already said that. So yeah, I like to. Get high. Yeah, everybody get high. I won't carry no drone. Well, good.
Maybe.
Also, if you don't want black people in the store, don't have them.
Freedom.
That's
maybe where he's headed is if people get so high, they'll just forget about the black stuff and the civil rights amendment stuff.
That's a big part of it. I'll let you get high. People just do whatever you tell them to do.
Also,
that's how Charles Manson did it. Out there in California, Charles Manson got all of them high and give them drugs all the time to give them for free, and then next thing you know, let's go kill them.
You think Rand Paul is the next Charlie Manson?
I'm just saying that. I won't go that far as say he's Charles Manson, but I mean, same thing. Give everybody drugs, do what I tell you to do. You get everybody messed up like that.
I think the difference is, and I don't want to defend Charles Manson, but I will say that apparently he was charismatic.
Well,
Rand Paul doesn't like leap off the screen at you and fill you with joy.
He don't dance around like a crazy man. Nothing. I understand that, but I'm saying if you own all sorts of drugs, he may look like he's John Travolta dancing or something. I don't know.
I think he probably still gonna look like a former ophthalmologist. Also, abortion. I don't think he's for abortion.
Well,
he's kind of is for gay marriage, kinda. A lot of kindas here.
Ain't a whole lot too clear about Rand Paul. Things pretty cloudy, and as soon as you smoke marijuana pills, it's gonna get a lot cloudier. I'm telling you right now. I don't think that's the future of the Republican Party. Y'all won't do it. Y'all go there. I ain't coming with you.
Let me say this. You got Chris Christie hugging Obama, holding hands.
Well, we talked about that now. He was distraught, but go on.
Marco Rubio looks like a big baby in a suit.
Well, he needs a few years ahead of him before he going to be able to do anything.
Or Rand Paul saying, let's just smoke a bowl and talk about stuff.
No.
I got to go with Rand Paul.
Chris Christie, businessman, I know he like old Chris Christie, the only chance we got, I'm going to say it again. I know nobody like him right now and ain't too popular with that, but he bothers me looking at him. I don't like how big he is in that little boy suit. I don't like it.
It repulses you.
It makes me sick.
You're physically ill to look at him.
He needs to get comfortable with himself.
That's fat shaming, Jackie. That's
I don't
fat
mean the fat shame. He just need to get comfortable with himself, and I think he got a shot, and I think he got,
If Chris Christie gets more comfortable with himself, he's going to be up on a platform like Jabba the Hutt.
Well,
I think he might need to be a little uncomfortable with himself.
Well.
Up there, maybe he'll be, and Marco Rubio as vice president, it'll be him on the platform and Marco Rubio like the little Muppet monkey, space monkey Muppet.
I don't see why you just shut all avenues off. I don't see just give him a chance. They didn't let him come sit back at it. They don't like bringing him up because they had a hurricane. What the man's supposed to do? Say to hell with you, Obama, I don't want that money.
Yeah.
Well.
Freedom, Jackie. Don't you understand the meaning of the word?
People underwater, that's what we're going to do.
Sound like you love Obama.
I don't love Obama. Good Lord.
You sound like you love the devil.
I say the devil now, TV show.
The Bible miniseries. Have you been watching that Bible show?
I don't think it's right to watch the Bible. If you got faith that you want to learn about the Lord and you want to learn, it's going to take a little work. Nowadays, you just want to kick back and watch it. You got to read that Bible. You got to get in that good book and read it. Now, it's been a long time since I've done that, but I've done it. And everybody else, if you got interest in the Lord, you got interest in the good Lord, you got to read the Bible, not just look at it.
Well, what if you put in a hard day's work reading the Bible, then you want to kick back and relax?
That's okay. That's fine. I mean,
you
could do a little bit of both. Ain't going to hurt nobody. But, kids today, getting high, Rand Paul, kick back on the couch, I think I just watch the Bible. Just watch it.
And then they're tweeting it. Did you see what happened on the Bible today? That's where we're headed.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong. Jesus put marijuana in the ground for us to grow and cultivate and smoke. And he gave us the Bible for Touched by an Angel and Survivor to make into a mini-series.
There's good things come from the Bible. There's plenty of good things, yeah. But, I mean, it ain't just about I like Touched by an Angel as much as everybody else. But I know my Bible first. Most people just know, I just watch Touched by an Angel. I ain't got to go to church. I ain't got to read the Bible.
If you watch Touched by an Angel, there is a lot of people who think,
they think that's all it takes. They're going to heaven. It takes a little bit more work than that. Ain't that easy.
But you could watch Touched by an Angel and then be on your deathbed and say, I'm sorry, Jesus, and then you could probably go to heaven.
Well, yeah, if you take him into his heart.
Right.
Yeah. So it is.
Kind of that easy.
It is, but, put a little
you have to really be sorry, though.
That's right.
Some people think you can just say it.
Good Lord, see right through it if you just say it. No, you got to mean it.
Anybody can see through your bullshit. It's Jesus.
Well, yeah, he sure can.
So don't get ready to die and be like, I'm gonna really put one over on him.
Yeah,
Capital
it
H,
don't work that way.
No, you got to really be sorry. But fortunately, a lot of times when you're dying, you think back about all the bad stuff you did, and you are really sorry because you're scared.
Well, everybody's scared of you heading toward that. It's time to go. Time to go. Pearly Gates. You hoping, you don't know for sure, but you got to have faith. If I put it this way, if being scared is what brings you to the Lord, then so be it. That's the worst things than that.
And what about if touched by an angel probably brought a lot of people to Jesus?
Well, it may be somebody that wasn't familiar with the good book and visiting over somebody's house, and they come on the TV and say, "What is that right there?" And you tell them, they may go out and buy a Bible next day. So,
Veggie Tales.
Sure, the little children love that.
What's that cucumber talking about?
Talking about the good Lord Jesus.
He'll read the Bible. It's just like Veggie Tales.
Well,
Well, you tell them that.
Yeah. It'd take them a while for them to figure out, but, it'll take you a while to get through that good book. You got to learn everything. That's usually finding a good preacher to help you, because on your own devices, you're going to get confused. Got to find a good preacher, someone that knows that Bible in and out. Read it with you. That's when you get old enough. I'm jumping ahead from VeggieTales. You don't do it at that age, but when you get old enough, that's what you do.
And then Last Temptation of Christ. No, Mel Gibson one. That was the Last Temptation of Christ, right?
Mel Gibson one.
The movie Mel Gibson he made Last Temptation of Christ.
Well, that's what he knows, all those bad things he done. Lord knows. And he made that. He said, "I'll tell you what, Lord, I'll make you this movie here. We'll call it even."
Right. But I think he's done some stuff since then.
It didn't work out, I'm guessing.
Maybe he'll make part 2.
I didn't like that particular one. Everybody said the violence and stuff, but that's what the good Lord had to go through. He did that for you. So if you're a young couple watch it, I just didn't like it because Jesus talking in an accent. I don't like to have to read it. We all know they talk that way. You just doing that to just be showy. Just let Jesus talk. I seen some stuff where Jesus talk English. I know it didn't in real life, but, we all know that, so why you going to put me through this? Just let him, say it like I read it.
Let me tell you something. Mel Gibson Jesus movie, you do not want to watch that high. It will ruin your high.
Oh, hell, you don't need to be watching none of that high.
Speaking of Jesus, Obama, who looks like the devil.
On that show, I just seen pictures. I ain't watched it. Like I said, we talked about watching the Bible.
He went to Israel. The week starts out, people saying, "Oh, look, Glenn Beck tweets Obama is the devil."
It looked like him. I saw the picture. It looked like Obama.
People
devil.
saying it's racist because everybody in the Bible miniseries is like white, British. Then the devil comes in, he's swarthy.
Well,
You can't.
Devil looks like what he looks like. If you won't go change that, talk to the good Lord.
Well, I don't know what the devil looked like.
Well, nobody knows for sure. I don't guess, but I mean, as far as that, if they're basing that on the Bible, I mean, people gonna get mad over anything.
What, did he have a hoodie on? I don't think that's in the Bible. I just seen that picture.
That's all. Yeah, I just seen the picture. It looked a little bit like Obama with
He's funny.
Monster
It's just
eyes.
a joke. I don't know why everybody gets upset over it. He's just funny.
Well, see, people get upset because it's a Bible, and if you're going to do a Bible TV show, you don't want to make a joke out of it. I don't see
you can have a little in joke like, "Hey, it'd be funny if we had Obama look like a devil."
I mean, that is funny.
Yeah.
It's funny till he runs this country in the ground, but I mean.
Well, we can at least remember when he looked like the devil.
Well, give you something to hold on to, I guess. Yeah, he in Israel now.
I think next year, the Oscars ought to be hosted by the guy who played the devil in the miniseries he come out as Obama Devil.
Well,
it's a lot of layers.
Instead of Michelle at the end of it, just have Obama Devil come out and read what the best movie was.
Yeah, if Obama had a sense of humor, he'd be like, "Mwahaha, you all were right. Here I am, 666. But he don't have a sense of humor.
No. He always make jokes at the expense of others. He don't make fun of himself.
Now, if he spent a little time coming up with jokes instead of basketball brackets, maybe we'd like him more.
Well,
Self-deprecating. Like,
it's going to take a lot more than that for me to like that man, I tell you right now.
So, yeah, he's in Israel. It's good that it started off us looking at that picture of him as a devil walking through biblical lands, and then he actually goes over there walking through biblical lands.
Yeah, well, put two and two together. I don't know. I ain't conspiracy, but who knows?
No man shall know the way of the Lord.
That's right.
I don't know if that's a direct
I don't know if that's something the devil's in there too. No man shall know
the way of the devil.
The way of the devil, because he's tricky.
Ozzy Osbourne knows.
Oh.
So Obama was in Israel. They said he had a good trip. A lot of people saying, because he got Israel on the phone, calling Turkey up, saying, we're sorry we blew up that boat with the help supplies. Said, I'm going to sit here till you call Turkey.
Made him do it. Well, everybody going to be talking about that now. I think that's great as soon as you come back. No, but is any president ever gone over there? Democrat or Republican? I know Obama goes over there. They give him awards and all this stuff, but they ever really made a difference over there?
You think they made a difference? They come back like, hey, we really made a difference.
Yeah.
But they don't.
Nope.
And then
it's forgotten. Everybody forgets about it. Don't nobody remember.
It takes like 2 weeks for somebody to blow something up.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, when they start making progress, people don't want progress. Start either A, blowing up, sending missiles over, or B, building a house.
Yeah.
Either or. People going to get mad. It's going to ruin everything.
It's going to end where we signed all those papers saying this and this, and all the hell with that.
It's funny how blowing up a house and building a house kind of equally makes people mad, but who can understand the Middle East?
I don't. I know I don't. And Obama ain't tricking me to make me think he does. I'll say that right now.
No, he don't know.
He don't know. Hell.
Making somebody call somebody up and apologize, that ain't leading. That's leading from behind. He should have made them stop the thing they had to apologize for.
Yeah, they wouldn't have to apologize for nothing.
So now he's got to come in and clean up.
Yep. Just like some sort of world janitor. America used to be world police. Now they're the world janitor. That's what it is. I ain't saying that to be racist either, because of Obama cleaning things up. Tired of it.
So you're saying, what are you saying?
World used to be police. You know, you act right, we going to do this. World had some control over things. I mean, not the world, America in the world. And now you just go up and clean up a mill. Yep, sorry, but here, let me see if I can make this better. Just the way Obama's running it. And then I figure somebody say I'm racist because I said Obama's a janitor because black people used to be slaves clean things. And that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about policy, and they got nothing to do with the color of the man's skin.
I'll say this, too. I have made people, friends of mine that are fighting with each other, call and apologize. Like me and Ricky and Lucius Fox. Not Lucius Fox Batman, but my friend Lucius Fox.
I know.
It has the same name.
Don't know him.
Me and Ricky and Lucius Fox, we was going to go on a trip up to see Loverboy in Knoxville. Well, Ricky had the tickets, but Lucius Fox was going to drive. Well, Ricky and Lucius Fox get into it. So I say, Lucius, just call, you're the level-headed one, so that's why I'm coming to you. Call Ricky up. Tell him you're sorry for what you did. And honestly, what Lucius did was it really wasn't like
Don't nobody care about any of this. What are you talking about this for? How's that Obama calling?
Ricky was dating this girl, and then Lucius Fox and this girl got together.
Oh.
I mean, you know how that goes.
No,
it's just like Israel and Turkey, Jackie, if you let me get to the end of the damn story.
All right.
So Ricky was dating this girl. I mean, they weren't serious, but like Lucius, they was serious enough that Lucius shouldn't have hooked up with her, but he did. And then Ricky got real mad, but he shouldn't have got so mad because they weren't that serious. You know how girls are. So then Lucius Fox and Ricky get in this fight and say, I ain't going to see Loverboy. I ain't going to see it with him. I ain't going to see it with him. So I'm the one that they're punishing. Me. Whew. So I made Lucius Fox call Ricky. He said, Ricky, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. And Ricky said, you're a good friend, Lucius, just like Israel and Turkey. But you know what happened on the trip to Knoxville to see Loverboy? Ricky stabbed Lucius.
Yeah.
4 hours later.
Policy don't mean nothing. Talking on the phone, Obama wasted time. They could be over here, sitting here trying to supposedly fix economy, do all this stuff. But no, he's over there wasting his damn time. I know we got to go see Israel because he wouldn't go do it, and Israel got mad. So I know he had to go see them. He said, "While I'm here, we done made up. Let's go over here and let's y'all make up too."
So, but it ain't going to do no good. I mean, He comes home, he's like, I made Israel call Turkey, but you know what? Instead of seeing Loverboy, we're going to be in an ER in Cookville.
Yeah.
Cleaning blood up out of the back of the van.
I see what you're saying now. Now it makes sense.
See, I told you just to
all
hang
right,
in there.
I guess you started talking about women, girls doing this and that. I didn't know where it was going.
Oh, I just wanted to. I had a story that lent itself to some color commentary on the. Speaking of trips, here's something funny we can laugh about, Jackie. Joe Biden, CNN has come up with money details on a few trips Joe Biden took to Paris, to London, just to sort of illustrate.
Yeah, he needs to go over there, don't he? There's a lot of stuff that needs to be done there, Joe Biden.
I can't even understand what he's saying in English. What do they think he's saying in France?
Over there for?
I think what happens is Obama just makes up trips to get him out of the White House.
Get him the hell out of the damn White House, anywhere out of Washington, yeah.
But they cost like $500,000 each trip.
Oh, good Lord. That taxpayer money.
Well, who else is going to pay for it?
I will say this. If you want to take my taxpayers' money to send Joe Biden out of the country, that's fine. Just don't bring his ass back. I did take half of my damn paycheck and keep him over there. If I got to pay to keep Joe Biden in France, wherever the hell, do it. But I know that money brings him back home.
I will say that a remake of Around the World in 80 Days with Joe Biden in the balloon, I'd pay to see that. Well, first of all, he'd fall out of the balloon in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So you'd have to have a net under the balloon to catch Joe Biden. So half of it would just be him climbing back up a rope ladder to get into the balloon.
That'd be pretty funny. I'd watch some of that,
But 80 days isn't enough. It needs to be more like 800 days. But just, that's exciting, though. I mean, I know we don't like Joe Biden, but, like, if he was famous not for being vice president, but for being a sort of loudmouth, buffoonish guy who visits every town in the world in his balloon, like, that would be exciting.
That sounds almost like Wizard of Oz here.
If he was, yes, that would be a good role for him when he starts acting after his vice presidency ends in failure.
Yeah.
Maybe he can be in Oz Wonderful Wild World of Oz Part 2.
That balloon, I'd watch a movie of Joe Biden getting a balloon. The balloon just keep going up further, till just a little dot, and it's over with. That's a movie I want to see. Him screaming all the way.
I guess we're about done, Jackie.
Well,
is there anything else you want to talk about?
Well, Clarksville, what's going on there? That's something everybody needs to know about.
That's local. Nobody cares about funeral processions.
I care about it.
But, Jackie, this podcast is worldwide. You're going to talk about Clarksville, Tennessee.
Hell. It's something pitiful what they're doing there.
Clarksville, Tennessee is limiting the number of cars in funeral processions to 6, including the hearse.
So you got to make a choice there who's closest to the deceased. I know is a good man, good friend of mine. Knew him for years. Jeremy Lanham. Not Brett
Jeremy Lanham.
Not Brett Lanham, Jeremy Lanham.
Brett's nephew.
Yeah. And when he passed away, good Lord, he used to travel. Travel salesman went all over the place. That's when they used to have this back in the day. Everybody knew that man. Everybody loved that man. Everybody wanted to pay respects to that man. I know I never seen so many people at a funeral in my life, Jeremy Lanham's. And that funeral procession, that closed the whole town of Murfreesboro down. I remember it. But by God, that man was well loved. Those people wanted to be in that funeral procession and see that man off right. So now Clarksville going to tell if he died and had to be buried in Clarksville, that'd be, nope, sorry, this just 6 cars. That's all Jeremy Lanham gets.
Well, what's the big deal about being in a funeral procession? So you have to stop at a damn red light. He's still dead. If it was a race to bring him back to life and, like, everybody got in their cars and took off like Cannonball Run, but you just going from the funeral home
you don't
to the graveyard.
You don't run. If you died, you'd want everybody to shut the whole damn town down for you. I'm not saying that's what Jeremy Lanham wanted. He's a humble man, Jeremy Lanham. But he deserved that funeral procession. He deserved it.
I don't like being in a funeral procession. What if I get hungry?
You eat before you go. You know you're going to end up eating all damn night.
I'm just saying. How you
been at the funeral home before you took him there? You know you ate all that food and there's going to be food left over. They're going to take it over. Deceased, spouses or child or whatever, whoever relative.
Somebody who ever gets stuck.
They're going to be food for the next
a house full of casseroles.
Well, go over there and eat them. So
a bunch of a-holes.
Worried about food.
Living room.
What if I get hungry? You got food every which way at a funeral.
I'm just saying, if I pass
you ain't going to be a funeral.
Drive-through, I may want to pull off and get me something.
Well, no, you pay respect to the dead and see the man.
A lot of old people go to funerals, and a lot of old people have diabetes, and their blood sugar could get low, and they may need to pull through Captain D's, is all I'm saying. Who cares about a funeral procession? You got 5 cars.
Fine.
5 cars is more than enough.
Hey, I'm glad I'm not in a funeral procession. I don't want to give no respects. Y'all just go on that. With 6 cars, I'm sorry. I'll just stay in the back, and I'll be at Captain D's after you put that man in the ground. That's your attitude.
I'll tell you this. I am starving for Captain D's.
Did you not go there earlier?
No, but I can go now.
I ain't even going. Let's go. Turn this off.
Does somebody have to ride in a hearse? Put somebody else. Look, 5 cars. Put somebody in a hearse. Then you got 5 cars left.
Yeah.
How you can get 5 people to a car? You get 25, 30 people in that upper procession. And the rest, everybody can just, if you want to, blow through a damn red light. You weren't at
Jeremy Lanham's funeral.
No.
You don't know how more people I ever seen at the funeral. I seen there were more people at his funeral than when Nixon died.
You went to Nixon's funeral?
I didn't. I saw it on TV when they was all talking. But no, Jeremy Lanham, I never seen that many people at a funeral. I'm telling you. Nobody. Heads of state.
Heads of state?
No, I'm just saying their funeral, there were more people at Jeremy Lamb's than the head of state's funeral is what I'm saying. There wasn't a head of state's at Jeremy Lamb's funeral.
Yeah, because I missed that. I would have gone I would have got their autograph.
Oh, hell.
Well, sorry things are changing, Jackie.
Well, I don't like
people are smoking pot.
Well,
you can't drive through a funeral procession. Let me tell you this, too. Funeral processions get on my damn nerves. Like, what if I have somewhere to go, and then I see that cop pull up, close off the road, get out and go, a funeral procession. And you hope that the dead guy wasn't well-liked, because if he was, you're going to be there for 15 minutes. Yeah. What if I'm trying to get to Captain D's, and I'm stuck waiting for all these dumb people who thought this dead guy was some saint? Oh, let's go mourn the dead guy like an idiot. I'm hungry.
Not everybody, I'm sure, is as well loved as Jeremy Lanham when they pass away, but they lived on this earth. You pay your respects. You pull over the side of the road and you wait.
That needs to change, too.
Oh, hell.
This is 2013. People have places to go.
Well, you just want to throw dead bodies out the back window. You'd be fine with that. Just dig a hole, just throw it out the back window.
I'm just saying we don't need to stop a damn world. Clarksville is growing, apparently. I've never been and don't intend to. But in the news article I read for research for this podcast, it said Clarksville is growing and we can't just shut the streets down willy-nilly for a bunch of dead a-holes.
Oh, hell, well, that's the kind of rules Clarksville will set up. We'll see where Clarksville's at in about 10 years. We'll see. That's how they treat their dead. Ain't nobody going to go there. You'll quit the growth that right there. Say, well, Clarksville sounds like a nice place if I want to get around, but if I'm dead, nobody give a damn about me.
Once you're dead, who cares? The important part is the getting around part. If Clarksville is good
all right
for getting around, what if you're late for a funeral and then somebody else's funeral procession cuts you off, causes you to be late for that other funeral? Do you ever think about the other dead guy, not just your friend Jeremy Lanham?
Well,
lots of people die.
That's how you judge the importance right there. If one person's dead, how many people he gonna have? You leveling out the field. Everybody gets 6. Everybody the same. Everybody worth about 6 cars. That's it. Jeremy Lamb was worth, I'm gonna say it right now, about 238 cars full of people.
So you're saying this is Obama socialism? Everybody's the same.
To funerals, that's what's Clark. Everybody's the same.
6
cars.
You
worth 6 cars. I don't care what you did in your lifetime. You worth 6 damn cars, and that's it.
Including the hearse.
Including the hearse, yeah. That's what it is. 6 cars, including the hearse. So you're worth 5 damn cars and a hearse. That's all you worth in this life. I'm just glad Jeremy Lanham died in Smyrna.